So this video is going to look at how expectation affects our perception. So before we get started, we've got to understand what is meant by the term perceptual set, because this word is on your specification. Now, perceptual set is our tendency to notice certain things in the environment whilst ignoring others. So basically, we see what we want to see, or we hear what we want to see in different situations. An expectation is one thing that can affect what we pay attention to and what we do not pay attention to. Now, before we move on, we've got to understand what expectation is. Now, expectation is what you think will happen based on your experiences. So you're more likely to notice something because you're anticipating or expecting it to happen. Now, Brunner and Minturn's study is named on your specification. So that means you can get a specific question on it, and you've really got to know this study in a lot of detail for your exam. Now, the aim of this study was to find out if you anticipate you're going to see a particular object, does that mean you're more likely to actually see it? So would participants' interpretation of an ambiguous figure, something that can have more than one meaning, and we'll see what they used in a minute, is that affected by the context it's shown in? So how they conducted this study, they had an ambiguous figure here which could be read as either a B or a 13. If you look at that middle figure in that diagram on the right, some people could see it as a B, some could see it as a 13. Now they used an independent group study, so we had different participants in each of the conditions, and they were shown either a sequence of letters from top to bottom or a sequence of numbers from left to right. And then they had to report and draw what they saw in the middle of that particular image. So they either saw the numbers only or they saw the letters only. And what they found in this study was that the group that saw a sequence of letters were more likely to say they saw the figure as the letter B, and the group that saw the numbers were more likely to say they saw the number 13. So those who saw letters ended up drawing a B. Those who saw numbers drew the number 13. So what do we learn from this particular study? Well, we learn that expectation does affect our perceptual set. If we change the context of the information that's given to someone, so if we give them numbers or if we give them words, you can change how people perceive that information.